When we are working on evaluating exponential expressions, we should first review some 7th grade vocabulary. So this expression right here, 5 to the 4th, is called a power. So 5 to the 4th is the power, where the base is 5 and the exponent is 4. So 5 to the 4th power is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, where 5 is the base, the factor that I will repeatedly multiply by itself. And 4, the exponent, tells me how many times to multiply that base by itself. So 5 to the 4th is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, 4 times. This 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 is called expanded form. That's where we write the repeated multiplication. Looking at some other examples, we have 3 to the 2nd power, or 3 squared. This is a base of 3 and an exponent of 2. Meaning I multiply 3 by itself 2 times. 3 times 3 is the expanded form with a value of 9. Second example, I have a negative base now, so it needs to be in parentheses. That parentheses indicates that the negative goes with the 4 and that my base is negative 4. Exponent of 3, I multiply negative 4 by itself 3 times. So negative 4 in parentheses to the 3rd power, or negative 4 cubed, is negative 4 times negative 4, positive 16. Positive 16 times negative 4 is negative 64. So whenever there's a negative involved, we really need to think about whether our final value is negative or positive. Third example, we have the power x to the 4th. This is a base of x and an exponent of 4. So we have x multiplied by itself 4 times. X times x times x times x. We stop at expanded form. Since we're not given a value of x, we cannot find a value of x to the 4th. So if we have a variable, then we cannot write a value unless we are given a particular value for that variable, like right here. This bottom part talks about a really important aspect of evaluating exponential expressions, which is the fact that a negative base must be written in parentheses. So if I want a base of negative 4, I need to write that of negative 2. I need to write that negative 2 in parentheses. That again indicates that the negative goes with the 2, and a base of negative 2 is being multiplied by itself 4 times. Negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. The value of this power, negative 2 to the 4th power, is negative 2 times negative 2, positive 4. Positive 4 times negative 2, which is negative 8. And then negative 8 times negative 2, which is positive 16. So again, paying attention to negative times negative is positive, positive times negative is negative, and then negative times negative is positive. It's really important that you understand that these are not equivalent. Parentheses negative 2 to the 4th and negative 2 to the 4th without parentheses. This without parentheses with order of operations is actually negative 1 times 2 to the 4th. So without parentheses, my base is 2, my repeated factor is 2, and then after I find 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, I will multiply that by negative 1. So negative 1 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So negative 2 to the 4th without parentheses is 2 to the 4th, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 16, multiplied by negative 1, which is in fact negative 16. It is absolutely crucial that you understand the difference between these two expressions. Negative 2 in parentheses is a repeated factor of negative 2. Negative 2 to the 4th, no parentheses, is a repeated factor of 2, which we then multiply by negative 1. Because of this distinction, it's really important when you are evaluating an exponential expression that you just go ahead and use parentheses when substituting in a value for a variable. So here I'm asked to evaluate x to the 4th for x equals negative 2. I want to put that negative 2 in parentheses to indicate that my base is negative 2. If I were to evaluate this substituting in the negative 2, but then not writing parentheses, again, this would indicate 2 as my base, and then multiplying by negative 1. That is not correct. So when I'm evaluating x to the 4th for x equals negative 2, I need to put that negative 2 in parentheses so that I know my answer is positive 16, like here, and not negative 16.